The story of Jake Paul versus Tank Davis unfortunately comes to an end. So Jake Paul and Tank Davis were set to fight November 14th, okay? There's something you have to understand about this fight. Everybody feels like Jake Paul does nothing but clown fights. However, that does not mean we wasn't going to tune into the circus. Tank Davis fights at lightweight, primarily 135 pounds. Jake Paul fights anywhere from cruiserweight, about 190 pounds, to heavyweight, which is 200 pounds and above. This is practically unheard of. So when they first tried to set up this fight, they said, let's do it in Georgia. Georgia said, hell no. So they said, fuck it, let's move the fight down to MIA. I mean, why not? This is the land of Florida man. If any weird shit can happen and a motherfucker gonna cheer it on, it's gonna happen in Florida. But before the fight, Gervonta Davis got himself into some legal trouble, and now he is facing a civil lawsuit behind assault claims from a woman at a strip club. After launching their own brief investigation, MVP decided to cancel this fight. Nigga, this is not good news for Tank. This is a fight that Tank couldn't afford to be canceled, or he couldn't afford to lose under any circumstances. The man was guaranteed 100 M's. I feel like that's the only reason why people really didn't feel any type of way about it in the first place. Because, I mean, let's be for real. There's so much competition that this nigga is crip walking around to do this corny ass fight, right? You got Shakur Stevenson been saying he want the motherfucker smoke. Don't forget about the rematch with Lamont Roach. I mean, he done let Devin Haney move up. At this point, I don't think Tank is finna be the catch that he used to be. Now, let me take y'all back to the Roach fight, okay? Typically, Tank Davis is seen as a warrior. But when I saw him fighting Lamont Roach, I didn't see that same vigor. I saw somebody who was visibly shook and somebody who was visibly scatterbrained about what the fuck was going on in that ring. Then he started alluding to retirement because we just saw a Tank look like a Mini Cooper. So not only was Tank in this fight redeeming himself, the redemption would only be complete if he clearly obliterated Jake Paul. This really makes me sad because I feel like at one point, if you know, you know. But Tank was the face of boxing. But at this point, I think he should just go ahead and retire. I mean, I imagine that he's amassed a pretty decent coin through all these fights that he had over the years. I think his best thing would be to hang it up and just drift off into the sunset, because I have a hard time believing that anybody is going to take him serious and that he's going to get any real boxing fights worth having. Jake Paul fights are largely seen as a freak show, and people don't respect him as it is. So for you to get turned away from him, yeah, I think it's time to pack it up, bro. You had a good run, but all good things must come to an end. I mean, we had fun watching your beetle bat looking ass do your thing, but I feel like it's time for you to move on from boxing and for us to move on from you. Stop fucking playing.